I eventually woke up to him molesting me. He was biting my breast, and that's why I woke up. He was also aggressively rubbing my crotch over my pants. I had 2 text messages from him. One of them was sent at night when he had gone home. It said, "I'm home now." And the second message was sent at some point in the morning asking me how I was feeling after getting some sleep. And there were smiley faces in both messages. And I immediately responded back and told him that he had sexually assaulted me. Over the next 2 weeks, him and I continued to have a conversation via text. Throughout these messages, I keep asking, what did I do? What did I do? When I was bathing, I had difficulty touching the parts of my body that he had touched because it felt like they were somehow dirty, and I didn't want to have those body parts anymore, if that makes sense. Oh. The perpetrator said, "I'm sorry I sexually assaulted you, molested you, touched your body without your consent." At some point, I think I came to the realization that I had to seek justice for myself. The arrest was made, I believe, 2 weeks after I had reported him to the police. They just told me to not delete the text messages. I was willing to go through a trial because he did assault me, and it was an aggravated sexual assault. And that's what I wanted the conviction to be for. And I believed that we had enough evidence. And so did the Crown. Initially, I heard from the Crown attorney once, a few months after I had filed the police report. The first time I met her was one day before the trial. And it was a meeting that lasted only about 1 hour. Nobody really told me anything. I was just kind of told to show up. There's this big sort of divorce between the victim and the case. It's the state against the perpetrator, and I'm simply a witness. And that's how they treat you. It's such an intimate crime. It involves your body. Meanwhile, as a victim, I don't have a choice in who the Crown attorney is going to be. I don't have any control over anything. On the day of the trial, they decided to enter a guilty plea, but only for sexual assault, not for aggravated sexual assault. I was just sent a paper that said, "The perpetrator has been convicted of sexual assault and he is on probation for 1 year." The only reason he was found guilty was because he said he was guilty, not because I said it. I know that it's a victory in the sense that he was convicted, and I know that doesn't happen for a lot of victims. If the court had done, the bare minimum to give him court-mandated therapy, community service, maybe a liquor ban or a curfew, I think I would have been satisfied, because that is what I was expecting. I was not expecting prison. It certainly wasn't enough justice for me. I have done a lot of healing. I've done a lot of therapy over the last couple of years. However, I do still experience a lot of nightmares. I get sexually assaulted. And I can really feel it. Like, I can feel somebody's hands on me.
Do you feel like you've had any closure?
No, I don't. I have no idea why he did it. And I know that he wasn't adequately punished. But I also have to say that I am really proud of myself.